welcome back to another video. For today's video, as you read by the title, it is going to be my thoughts on Jughead's character and my opinions on Bughead. For my Barchi fans that are actually watching this video, if there are some Barchi fans watching this video, I'm not trying to give the impression that I'm Team Bughead, because I'm not. I'm still Team Barchi for life. And if you are still Team Jughead and Team Bughead, that is completely okay. You are still welcome here. All I ask is that you be respectful in the comments. The reason why I'm making this video is because in my last reactions, a lot of Jughead stans and Bughead fans have harassed me in my Instagram DMs and have basically told me degrading, mean words like,
"Go kill yourself. You don't know what you're talking about. Why do you keep bashing on Jughead? You know nothing about the show. You just got here."
Again, they told me to go kill myself. And I'm like, it's my opinion. Since when is it wrong for me to share my opinion? For those who are actually new and want to know my opinions on Bughead and Jughead's character, and also for those who have no idea what I think about it, because 9 months ago, I made a video titled Reasons to Ship Betty and Archie. I'll link in the description box. And I've talked about why I don't like Bughead, but I feel like I haven't gone in excruciating detail explaining and analyzing why, from Jughead's character up the way to when he started to be with Betty, exactly. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Joyce. I do makeup looks, reactions, reviews, song covers, and if you stay on my channel, I promise you will not regret one single bit. Now, I want to say quickly, for those who are actually subscribed to my channel and love my makeup tutorials and love my song covers and love my reviews on other TV shows that I've done, Ginny and Georgia, Lucifer, and stuff like that, I still am planning to do all of those reactions, all of those reviews, and I have new shows coming up as well. So yes, Riverdale, I've been covering that a lot because of so many exciting things that are to come, and I want to make sure that I'm up to date. So, but I'm not giving the impression that Riverdale is the only show. Like, other shows are going to come. Let's get into this video. Okay, so I'm going to straight up start with Jughead's character. Jughead in the comics does not like girls. He doesn't want to talk to girls, to be touched by one. Okay, that's kind of a lie. He does want to talk to girls, but he doesn't want to be touched by them. He doesn't want to have any romantic or sexual relations with them. Like,
no, none of that.
He likes to eat food. He is lazy. He is very, I would say that he's really, really loyal to Archie and his friends. He likes to eat a lot. He doesn't like when Archie makes stupid mistakes. Jughead is absolutely Team Barchi in the comics. Yes, he is. Jughead also doesn't like to see Archie hurt Betty, because I remember reading the first series of the Married Life comics, and the first one, when Archie chose Veronica, Jughead and Betty, they caught Archie proposing to Veronica, and he was disappointed because he's like, Betty saw the whole thing. Like, I'm disappointed. Why didn't you talk to me about this, Because secretly, Jughead was always Team Betty and Archie. That's what I really, really enjoyed from the comics. That Jughead had no interest in girls, that he did have a relationship with Betty, but it wasn't a romantic relationship. It was more like a deep friendship, like a friendship where they're so close that, like, they can share, they're open to everything. Those who are like,
"Oh my gosh, you can't just act like you know everything. How do you know that? How do you know that?"
How do I know that? I've read the comics from a young age, literally. I remember the first comic I read, I was 7 years old. So I know what I'm talking about, and I've done my research. Let's talk about Jughead's asexuality and how the writers have completely butchered, ruined that. Till this day, secretly, it makes me mad. In the new version of the Archie comics, Jughead comes out as an asexual person. And I thought, seeing that, I was so happy, because I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, they're actually kind of staying true to like the Archie comics that have been there for more than like 40 years. In the comics, he doesn't say that, oh, I'm asexual, but how his character has been shown that he doesn't like girls, you know, and he doesn't want any relationships with them, kind of means that he is asexual or aromantic. In 2016, in Jughead Archie's version, when he comes out as asexual, I saw a lot of asexual fans were very happy about this, because even as this was, you know, announced in the comments, in this, you know, version, in 2016-17, it had also been announced that Riverdale was going to be based on the Archie comics, and it was going to be a teen drama show that was going to come out. I saw a lot of people that were really, really rooting for this. Like, they were so excited, because especially like asexual fans, and honestly me too, like I was so excited, because I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, Jughead, they're gonna make him, you know, eat a lot of burgers. He's gonna be so lazy. He's gonna be such like a good friend. He's gonna be Team Barchi. He's gonna not have any relationships with girls and stuff like that. Even when I learned that Cole Sprouse was the one playing Jughead, I was so excited, because I'm like, oh my gosh,
I love Cole Sprouse.
But then the show, for some reason, I don't even know, till this day, I don't even know the reason why they decided to do that. But in episode 6, Jughead kisses Betty. And I had about like 2 reactions. My first reaction, I was very mad. You can even ask my twin sister, bitch, and oh, Winnie, if you're watching this video. I was very mad when I saw that Jughead kissed Betty. Because I was like, why? No. In the comics, Jughead doesn't even kiss Betty that way. He doesn't even see Betty that way. He does not like girls. And that would have been so great to see a friendship as iconic as Jughead and Betty's. They have an iconic friendship in the comics. And I've seen a lot of like Jughead stans telling me,
oh, just because it happens in the comics, that doesn't mean it's gonna happen in the show.
And you are absolutely right. Not everything has to be comic accurate, but something this iconic cannot be brushed aside. Something as iconic as Jughead not liking girls and not having any relationship with girls except just friendship based should be shown in the show. And I think that if it was shown in the show, it would prove that Betty and Jughead being close friends is so relatable in real life, that it would prove that just because you're really like good friends or even almost like best friends with Jughead, that doesn't mean that you have to go in a romantic relationship. And I know that this is something that a lot of like Bughead fans have said for Barchi.
The reason why it's different for Barchi, it's because of the love triangle with Archie, Veronica, and Betty.
But for Barchi, that's completely different. That was my first reaction. I was extremely mad. My second reaction, afterwards, I was a little bit okay with it. Because if you've seen in my previous videos, I did like Betty and Jughead a lot in season 1. I shipped them so much that I was almost like obsessed with them. Yes, I'm always and forever Team Barchi, and I have been since the pilot. Even literally, something in me was telling me that Betty and Archie were endgame from the pilot. But then they started to show Betty and Jughead's relationship, and
I really did enjoy it.
I really, really did, because it helped build Jughead's character at some point. Betty was actually supporting him for the good, and it was very, very great to see their relationship in season 1. By season 2, that's when I started to get extremely mad and extremely like,
oh my god, I don't like Bughead anymore.
For now, I'm still gonna focus on Jughead's asexuality and why erasing something like that in the show was extremely, extremely problematic, and why I don't like Jughead's character because of that. The reason why it is really problematic is because there's a lot of asexual fans who were really excited to see something like that, and that something demonstrated like that in the show could have literally educated a lot of asexual fans. They could also relate to it. When I saw that they erased Jughead's asexuality, I've already explained that I had two reactions. I was mad, but at the same time afterwards I was okay with it, seeing more into their relationship. But it was very problematic at the same time, because why on earth are you going to keep Kevin's sexuality accurate in the show, but you're going to erase Jughead? Why on earth are you going to keep Kevin's sexuality accurate in the show, but you're going to erase Jughead's? There's absolutely no difference. They both come from the LGBTQ community. And again, showing a gay character in a show big like this, it educates a lot of gay viewers and stuff, and that is completely okay, and that's what I really like. But they can't even do that for Jughead. And again, the bullshit excuse of,
but not everything is comic accurate.
no. No, something like this should be comic accurate. I swear, like, it would have educated a lot of asexual fans. And now there is absolutely no possibility for them to actually make Jughead asexual or aromantic or whatever. There's no way, because we're 5 seasons in and Jughead has had I think 3 love interests. I think it was Tony, Betty, and then now it's Tabitha. And I do like Jughead and Tabitha, like I really do, because I mean, I'm not against interracial couples, because again, like I'm in one. And I can relate, you know? So if they want to put Jughead and Tabitha, I'm still going to be rooting for them. But this is about Jughead's asexuality and how this show ruined Jughead's character because of it. So if the show decided to develop Jughead's character into being an asexual one, that would have been character development. That would have been something different. And again, it would have educated and made it super relatable to a lot of young viewers and young people who are actually asexual. Because let's be real, the show's demographic like is young teens to young adults. So yeah, the fact that the show completely erased Jughead's asexuality is something that I will never get over this. And I'm not the only person who's covered it. Literally, there are so many YouTubers who have said exactly the same thing. And this is something that was extremely huge when the show decided to put Jughead with Betty and erase his asexuality. A lot of people were mad because of this. A lot of people were mad. Mostly asexual fans. But still, I'm not even asexual, and that got me very mad. There, Jughead's character, after season 2, I started hating Jughead's character. Because what the hell? Like, how is that character development? Season 1, I don't want to be a part of the Serpents. Season 2, oh, I'm part of the Serpents. I will never leave you guys. Oh, I'm going to fight for you guys. Can we talk about people saying,
oh, Jughead was actually a good leader. Oh my gosh, like, Jughead was so great, you know? Like, he was such a good leader of the Serpents.
Not in my opinion. In my opinion, he was not a good leader. And here are the reasons why. He cut off Penny Peabody's arm, completely abandoned the Serpents in season 3 to go spend some quality time with Archie when he was running away. And again, you can say that, oh, but that's me. Like, I've had people saying,
why are you saying that? He was trying to support his best friend.
Yeah, he was. But at the same time, Archie was the one who chose to leave Riverdale because of what Hiram was doing. He didn't have to, but he did, you know? And then Jughead chose to go on a bro trip with him, you know? And completely abandon his responsibilities as a Serpent leader. And then season 3, he just started investigating too much, and his character just turned so serious. And I just did not like that about Jughead, because again, in the comics, Jughead is not as serious as the show like makes him. Seriously, if you can click any promo pic of Jughead, I swear all of the promo pics are him being serious, and I'm like, no! Jughead is not like that in the comics. He's not serious. Bitch, what are you doing? Like, I know that the reason most of it is because that it's Cole Sprouse, and because that a lot of their, like, he got really extremely popular afterwards. And literally, even on Instagram, I see a lot of, like, you know, pictures of, like, fangirls saying, oh,
I love Jughead Jones. Oh, Jughead's so hot. Oh, he's such a bad boy and stuff like that. Like, I like when he wears his serpent jacket and his hair, his body and stuff like that.
like, fine, that is fine. Like, if you like Jughead, that is fine. Those are the reasons why I don't like Jughead. Because Jughead is
Not at all
like he is from the comics. I will continue bashing on him until he has some change, you know? And again, these are my opinions. So you don't have to agree with it. You don't have to like it. If you don't like it, that's fine. But if I see any hate comments because of that, immediately you're going to be blocked, because my channel isn't about hate.
It's about fun. It's about fun.
Now let's move on to Betty and Jughead's relationship. I did ship Betty and Jughead in season 1, and that they were really, really cute, and it would make so much sense why a lot of people were shipping them, you know? Because even though I wasn't happy with how they had to destroy Jughead's asexuality just to be with Betty, I still like them because it kind of still reminded me of the comics, you know? But it was only, I just like the scenes where they were, like, mostly just talking. I mean, when they were kissing, it was cute, but I remember there were some points I was like, no, that doesn't look or sound like Jughead, you know? By season 2, I started hating Betty and Jughead's relationship, because in the episodes that I kept watching, because I've watched the show like so many times, and even season 2, and I kept watching and I analyzed, and I saw that their relationship was extremely toxic. Because to be with Jughead, Betty had to do a striptease in a bar in front of a lot of old men, and I was just like, until this day, I'm still cringed out by this. And guess what? She was still a minor in that time. She was still a minor. She was still young. So that was very inappropriate. I have no idea why the writers wrote that storyline, because till this day, it still cringes me, and it's really, really, really problematic. She goes through all of this just to be with Jughead, and Jughead is basically like,
no, sorry, I don't want to be with you anymore because, you know, I'm just trying to protect you and stuff like that.
Like, what the f***? Like, she just did an inappropriate dance in front of a lot of guys. She did all of this for you just to be with you. And you decide to break up with her? Not cool, Jughead. Not cool. From then, I started not liking their relationship, because afterwards, then Betty, afterwards, she kissed Archie, and then she wasn't honest with him, and then Jughead had to find out. So then I started to see that Jughead was always insecure about Betty and Archie's relationship. And besides solving mysteries, to me, Betty is always like fawning over Archie and still so much in love with Archie, because it proves it. Literally, the minute they break up, Betty and Archie kiss. So there you go. If Betty truly loved Jughead, she wouldn't have done that, because she knew from season 1, she knew that Jughead was insecure about their relationship, about Barchi. He knew that Betty was in love with Archie, you know, in the pilot. But then afterwards, she moved on and she fell in love with Jughead, but her feelings for Archie didn't. That's what I want to clarify. And it's been proven many times throughout the season. By season 3, I hated them. Season 2, I was like, I don't like them anymore, but they're not bad, you know? I mean, they still had their cute moments, you know? But then season 3, oh my God, I just hated them so much together. I just wanted them to break up. Not only because, first of all, teen dramas, they usually spice things up. They don't keep the same couple so much. But also because at this point, it really felt like the writers were doing so much fan service. Because from then, I've heard that some Bughead fans and some Sprouse Heart fans were harassing some of the actors because Vanessa Morgan's character kissed Jughead. Shannon Purse's character kissed Jughead. So a lot of them started to harass the actors and sending death threats and stuff like that. And that got me so mad because I'm like, all of this just for Betty and Jughead? I don't even give two shits if they popularized the show, if they made the show popular. That doesn't give those toxic fans the right to go and be cruel to the actors when it's not even their fault. They're just doing their job. Like, what? One of the reasons why I started not liking Betty and Jughead. Another reason was because all they did was investigate, and besides that, literally all their scenes are just sex, sex, sex. Like, if you can tell me one time where Betty and Jughead went on a date without investigating, if you can tell me one time where Betty and Jughead had a conversation that doesn't revolve around solving mysteries and murders and stuff like that, then I could maybe understand why you should Bughead. Because to me, I still don't understand why people should Bughead, especially in this season. Season 5, there are still people shipping Bughead. And again, if you still do, that is completely okay. Like, I'm not bashing on you. To me, I just don't understand. By season 4, I wanted them to be done.
Because again, all they did was investigate, 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 and investigate.
They did so much investigate to the point that there was no space for any character development. None at all. Because their storylines revolved around other people. I'll give you an example. Betty's storylines in season 3 were the farm, her mom, Polly, her dad, and Jughead. That's it. She doesn't have a storyline for herself. She does not. Neither does Jughead. And that's really sad, because from there, I was like, yo, if they had character developments even in season 3 and in season 2, I'm gonna be honest, I would have still shipped them, even though I'm always going to be Team Barchi forever. But I would have still shipped them and liked them together. Not absolutely love them together, but I would still like seeing them, you know? So yeah, then by season 4, they just kept doing the same thing. And when Betty cheated on Jughead, it just opened my eyes, and it proved to me that yes, Betty does love Jughead, but I don't think that she's in love with him anymore. Whenever she's around Archie, that darkness doesn't appear. And again, it's been proven in season 5. She kept saying that Archie is this lit window in the dark, and I don't want that light to ever go out. She has never said that for Jughead, because Jughead has put Betty into a lot of traumatic and dangerous situations, in my opinion, as I've seen so far. So those are the reasons why till this day I do not ship Bughead. I don't like Bughead, and I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't even want to be part of the Bughead fandom or the Sproutshard fandom or whatever it's called. I really don't, because I'm not saying that it's only like Bugheads that are toxic, because there are a lot of toxic like Barchies and Varchies that I've also seen on Instagram, on Twitter. But to me, so far, the most toxic fandom has been Bughead. And I know not everybody is like this. I see it again, some people saying that, no, Betty wasn't in love with Archie. She was in love with the idea of Archie. No, she wasn't. Cheryl had no business telling her that. That was not her place to come in and tell her how she felt about Archie. She's the one who knows her feelings for Archie. And again, this season proves it very well that Betty is in love with Archie. These are my reasons, all my reasons. And this is literally the last video I'm gonna make explaining why I don't like Bughead and why I just don't like Jughead's character. I hope this really like sums it up and it explains it well. Some of what I've said is very factual and very accurate. This concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys found it insightful and kind of understand now my reasons. I feel like I had to make a video like this. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more content. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? If you disagree, that's fine. But again, if you're going to be hateful when you're going to disagree, I'm going to block your comment immediately. But if you're going to disagree and tell me your opinion in a calm discussion, in a way where I can be like, oh, okay, like I can respect that. I get you. That is completely fine. I also want to know your thoughts for next week's episode because I am so fucking excited. Oh my god. Josie and the Pussycats, not just Josie and the Pussycats. Some early screeners have said that there's going to be some Barchi crumbs. I'm so excited. Oh my god. I don't even care if they don't even have scenes. I still live for Barchi crumbs, for Barchi subtle moments. I am so excited. Like, I cannot wait. Oh my god. If they glance at each other, I think I'm gonna pass out in my reaction for next week. That's it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.